What is up, everybody? I'm back, and today I'm doing my annual walkthrough of the Lucky Snake arcade that's located on the Atlantic City Boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's located on the end of the boardwalk near Hard Rock and Ocean Casino. And like I said, this is the third time I'm doing this, and I wanted to see what was new this year. How is this place holding up? It gets thousands of people every year to come in and bang around this place, and so I wanted to just check in. And as soon as you go into this place, just like last year, all of the pinballs are conveniently located as soon as you go in on the left side before you even hit the general floor. So the first thing I like to always do is take a walk through, see how these pinballs compare to last year, see what shape they're in, and let's just check it out. And this time when I was there was nobody in this room. It was completely empty. So I was able to just walk around, get some footage, check out the machines, and I'm happy to report most of these machines were in operational condition. They weren't banged up. Everything was working as it should. And they had a mix of Sterns, as you see here, Guardians, Turtles, pretty much what you would expect when you walk into one of these. Led Zeppelin, Mando, the usual suspects. There's a nice looking Star Trek right here. Cactus Canyon, there's an Attack from Mars coming up. Everything looks clean, as you would expect it. Rolling Stones, which I've never played before, so after I was done filming, I wanted to check this one out. Pretty cool. Family Guy, of course. And my wife's favorite, South Park. I'm on the hunt for one of these. If I can get it in my home for a reasonable price, I will. I just recently seen one a mile away for $6,500 at my house, but that's a little too much, so I think that's going to sit there for a while. I don't think that's market value. Here's an Addams Family. Nice Spider-Man here. It's nice sometimes when you come into these places and there's no crowd. This is not a place that you would really want to come to for this type of, gameplay. This place is primarily geared for the children, and you'll see when I start showing the other things in my walkthrough that, this is kind of an anomaly, but it's still nice. And as you see, around the perimeter of the room is all pinballs, but in the middle is when they have some of the classic arcade games. Frogger, here's Missile Command, looks pretty good. I think one or two of these were turned off, but overall, everything in here was pretty well in working condition. Turbo, one of my favorite games of all time. Pretty good condition here. And so here's the other row of the pinball machines on your right-hand side from the back if you were walking in. Now, compared to the rest of this place, these pinballs were in better condition. Out on the floor, it's basically the Wild West. People are just banging on all these other machines that you're going to see in a minute or two. And this is probably the best place for these pinballs, not on the general floor, kind of off to the side where kids just can't bang on them. Because like I said, this place is primarily for token use, those big cranes and those coin dozers. You'll see next when I do my first walkthrough, it will be in like the general room where you walk down the stairs. Keep in mind, this was an old casino, so they basically cleaned the entire floor of the casino and just jammed it with games. So it's a weird layout. And they also have in the back, they have racing go-karts. And then if you go all the way back, which I didn't do this video, I did on my last video, they have a water park all the way in the back that opened last May. Now, you can't really go into the water park, so I filmed last year as far as I could, and they have some machines all the way in the back. But this year I skipped that because it wasn't worth walking like a mile just to get to that to show you. Kind of an empty room. There you go. Nice looking Indiana Jones. I played this. Really like that table. And once again, here are some of the arcades they have that's in the middle of the floor, surrounding the pinball machines. Pretty cool stuff. There's a Berserk with the Stern logo, Moon Patrol. Here's some Star Wars. And so here's basically where all the classics are located. And here we go. Like I said, this is what you see when you walk into the main floor. Look at this place. Basically, it's a kid's coin addict's dream. You just put your coins in, you get your coin dozers, you get your cards. Apparently the craze today is you collect cards and then you get sets to turn in for points, and you use those points to redeem. And here's the Pac-Man and the Space Invaders. Guys, these games are trash. I don't care what people say. Your game lasts 30 seconds on Space Invaders. It's just too much going on. Raw Thrills knows how to make games that eat your quarter up with nostalgia, and I do not recommend playing these games. And here's something new that I haven't seen before. It is a Centipede Chaos, and it looks like it's one of those big, bad, loud, Raw Thrills, take an old property and steal your quarter in 30 seconds type of game that's designed for multiple people to play. They're calling it Centipede Chaos. It has the Atari logo, so it's licensed. I don't know if it's Raw Thrills or not. It looked like it was, but maybe not. And here's a Guitar Hero arcade. Everybody likes these Guitar Heroes. They're always being played when I'm in an arcade and checking it out. And this is a weird game. This is a Ghostbusters game where you shoot balls at the screen and it's supposed to react. My wife and I played. We never got it to work right. The balls would fall down and not hit the screen correctly. And now we're going to get into tons and tons of racing machines that this place has. Asphalt 9. And then here we have a Mario DX. Really cool looking. And this is a Cruisin'. Look, Blast. Look how cool that looks. I mean, really nice. Nitro Trucks. I've never seen this Nitro Trucks before. Really cool looking. And they have a Star Wars Battle Pod. Something that I don't think they had last year. Very cool to see here. That is a fun game. And they've had this, I think, the 3 years that I've done my tour. Sega pirate game. Really cool. And a giant Halo. Look how big this is. It's insane. Fire Team Raven. And here is a Time Crisis 4, which I played. So much fun. These things are getting massive. Look how big that is. Can't imagine if you wanted to own one of these. And a Fast and Furious arcade, which is basically 4 giant monitors for 2 cars. Look at that. Look how amazing that looks. So much fun to play. My wife and I played this. We had a blast playing this one. And here we go with a Batman coming up next. A little older. still like to look at this with the Batmobile wheel as the steering wheel. It looks really cool. Love the artwork on that. Really cool. Fast and the Furious supercars. Basically looks like kind of a reskin of Cruisin'. And that pretty much is going to wrap up this tour for this year. I didn't film everything. I'm leaving some stuff up for your own discovery. Here's some go-karts in the back. I hope you liked this video. I have a couple more things coming out this week. As always, I appreciate every one of my subscribers. Drop a comment if you've been to this place and what your favorite thing is about it. I'll talk to everybody later.